What it do, YouTube? What it do? Shout out to Cam Capone for the content. Go subscribe to his channel. Alright, let's get into it. So, Compton G Uno did an interview with Cam Capone. Now, for you guys that don't know, this man just got out not too long ago. G Uno said he was locked up with Blueface. The first time that they met was through his celly. Blueface's celly was from 6-0. His celly told G Uno that his homie Blue wants to get something from him. But at this time, he didn't even know that Blueface was there. He thought it was Baby Thirsty from 6-0. So he pulled up to his cell. He wanted to know who this guy was, because according to G Uno, he ran that building. He knows everybody there except for this one guy.
From 60s who I with, the Baby Thirsty and shit. I'm like, bro, who the is Blue? Because I had no real shit, bro. Like, I had the building for the Bloods. I had the building. I had the keys, bro. So I'm like, blood, who the fuck? So I pretty much know everybody, like, so I'm like, who the fuck is Blue?
When G Uno walked in, he noticed that Blueface was on a top bunk. Everybody in that interview started laughing because they assumed that only marks get the top bunk. A lot of time you'll have cellies fight over the bottom bunk because everybody wants the bottom bunk. Nobody wants to climb up to their bed every day, especially if you're a heavy person. G Uno explained that just because you got the top bunk doesn't mean you're a mark, and he explains why.
So they got Blueface on the top bunk?
I mean, yeah. I mean, it really don't matter. No, it don't matter. Like, because somebody could be in that cell already when you get there. So if it's already in that cell, of course he gonna have the bottom bunk. If I'm in the cell, I'm gonna have the bottom bunk. You ain't getting this bottom rack. You gonna get your ass up there.
G Uno approached Blueface and he let him know where he was from. G Uno said Blueface was on the top bunk looking musty. My boy looks like he stinks. G Uno described Blueface as a dirty person. He said Blueface's face was ashy. He had white crust all over his face. Now the funny thing about this whole situation is that a Southsider described him the same way in LA County Jail. He said Blueface's face was ashy and he had white crust all over his face.
I'm like, what's up? I seen it was Blueface. I'm like, what's up? He's like, oh, what up? I'm like, you don't even know who I am, huh? He like, no, what's your name? I'm like, blood, I'm Compton G Uno from Treetop. Ooh. He like, oh, yeah. I heard about you. Face ashy and peeling and What's up with this nigga, blood? They homies, fool.
Yeah, well, his face was ashy?
Face ashy, peeling and
G Uno said the people around Blueface that they wasn't lacing him up right because his prison etiquette is trash. He been there a long time and he still doesn't understand how things work. Remember, Wack told all of us that Blueface was living like a king in there and that he had a chef in prison that would cook his food. Well, it doesn't sound like that at all, my boy.
He a cool but one thing I can say, like, the he was around, they wasn't really like lacing him up though, like as far as prison go. His prison etiquette trash. What I'm gonna say is, as Blueface, yeah, G Uno, he had it. He had the keys. He is what he say he is. That's what I can say though, straight up. On T-hats, P-Phone Rob.